We chose a Class C over a Class B because of the size of the Class C is bigger, and we needed the space since we were going to be living in it full time, although it was supposed to be temporary.
I really liked with the 27-foot Class C that it wasn't huge, so we could fit into a lot of the camping sites that we wouldn't be able to with a large fifth wheel Class A. So we had the benefit of still having every amenity of home, but we weren't limited to really boring parking lot type campsites. We've been able to squeeze into some really woodsy, scenic areas because of our size. And then we used a tow dolly to pull the Mazda, our car, so we're able to bunker down and set up a sort of a base camp, and then we take 1 or 2 hour trips all the time with the car around to explore the surrounding area. This is a 2012 Forest River Sunseeker. And one of the things that we've really liked is the control panel. This was our first RV ever, so we really didn't know what to do when we were getting into this. So the control panel, what it does is we're able to control our slide for the pop out. We've got the water heater, just turn it on, turn it off, water pump, and then lights. And then this is the generator. So generator is really good for dry camping. All you do is you push this to prime it and then hit start. It charges your battery, and it also lets you use the bigger appliances like the microwave and the air conditioner. They don't work if you're not either plugged in to electric source or the generator's on. Now, what I found really cool is it's got gauges for everything. So if we want to check our propane levels, if we want to which are 2/3, if we want to check our battery, which is low, fresh water, black tank, and gray tank. Now, one of the downsides that I found is, if you notice, it says our gray tank is almost full and our black tank is full. We have found those readings to be totally off. They always stay full, and I know that both tanks are empty because I just emptied them. One thing that we're really glad to upgrade on is the size of the fridge. The Sunseeker fridge worked really well, but it's a little bit small. It's not full size. As you can see, we've got everything crammed in there. And then the fridge, it's pretty full. So having a bigger one is definitely going to be a big plus. But this is fantastic for sort of a weekend warrior, weekend trips, but full time in it. We recommend getting something bigger.
Overall, the kitchen was really good. It's functional, double sink, great. The stove and the oven have worked perfectly. Good microwave. The only thing that we would like to see different in our next RV would be more counter space and more drawers and storage for our kitchen appliances. One of the other things that's super nice about this particular Class C is that there's a lot of wall space. So we've been able to install like the fruit basket and all of the spice racks, able to hang the stuff for the utensils, which some of them don't have as much wall space, so you're not able to do things like the hanging paper towel rack.
This is our, what we call the relaxation station. And we thought it was really cool when we bought it. It's got the TV, it's got an area to lounge in, and we've been able to use it for storage. Danielle used to come up here and relax and watch a movie or whatnot. But when we started doing this full time, we found this to be an absolute complete waste of space for us. It would be fantastic if we had a bunch of kids or on a weekend trip to fit more people, but because it's just us, it really is a waste of space. So underneath is where our the front of the truck is. This does go up and kind of gives you more feel of more space. However, we just pretty much use this for storage. So one of the big downsides to this specific RV is, and it's a really minor thing, the latches on a lot of these drawers have broken. So they're supposed to clip in and be really secure, so when you're driving, again, it's a bouncing house going down the road, so that things don't open up and fly out and hit you on the head. Well, it didn't work so well with this. So when we would take a sharp left, this side would fly open and all the stuff's in there. But what really is interesting is it happened with over 50% of our drawers. Not good. I know that it's a pretty common thing in a lot of RVs. Keep in mind, to make things light enough to be able to be so mobile, they've got to sacrifice on some of the quality with the materials. This Sunseeker actually sleeps 6. 2 in the bed, 2 in the relaxation station, and believe it or not, this turns into a bed. It's really neat the way it works. This just gets undone. This pops out like so. So this would pop out. What we would do is we would take the top of the table and put it right in here, put these cushions in here, and then it turns into a bed. That's really cool for, again, the weekend warrior, family going out for the weekend. But because it's just the 2 of us full timing, we only used it once when Danielle's brother came and stayed with us. So it's a cool feature. This table right here is where we spent a lot of our time. We would work here across from each other. We would move our laptops and eat here. Then we would go back to working. And then in the evenings when we would try to relax, we would watch TV right here. So this was our workstation, our couch, and our dining room. One of the things that for us, we really want separate spaces for working, eating, and playing. So this was great. This is fantastic for going away for the weekend or on a long vacation. But living full time, what we've learned for us is that we just need more space. We've actually been really impressed with the storage space in the Sunseeker. Our pantry is full, and Danielle actually did a really cool upgrade. She just got these tap lights that you go in and tap them on, and it really lets you see what's back there because it goes really far deep. So what do you do about closet space? And especially when Danielle had a big closet before we started RVing, and she found a really cool way to be able to squeeze a lot of that into the RV. So what she found is we've got hangers that collapse down so you can get 5 of them on a space that you normally would have 1. So believe it or not, this is an entire closet full of clothes that we were able to squeeze in. Really cool. Another cool thing is the storage space for our bathroom stuff. And it's got these bars to keep it from jumping out at you, which is really neat. But this has been just fantastic storage space in this RV. And now for the bathroom. This bathroom, it was nice, it worked, but it was small. So there really wasn't any downside other than it just was really tight, but very functional, worked great. So it's very simple. We've got toilet and we've got a shower. The shower, we replaced the shower head for 2 reasons. A, this one is awesome, and B, because we let the other one freeze one time with water in it and it exploded. This is the bed area. It's a queen size bed. With our experience, we found that mattresses for RVs are just not comfortable. We haven't found a comfortable one yet, which is fine, because what we did as a solution is we got a 4-inch thick memory foam and we put on top, and wow, what a difference that makes. We get really, really good sleep in here. The storage space, this goes all the way around for like clothing and whatnot. It's been really great for us. All of our clothes, and we have a lot of clothes, too many clothes, but all of them fit, and that's what it looks like inside. With the Class C, driving the truck has been really enjoyable. The power, we've got the Ford F450 front end. It's got a lot of power. We took it all over the country. We've been to 34 states in 11 months, and a lot of that is the mountains, the Sierras. So we could charge up the mountain. The braking was fine coming down. We have never had any issues with that, and it's really comfortable. The vision's really good. Backup camera is an absolute must with a Class C. We have absolutely no complaints and are emphatically happy about the way this thing drove.